And the reason why I stopped here at this booth is because one of the big bold-faced words that they had on the front of their booth was convergence. We've talked a lot about convergence. We've talked a lot about new technology. We've talked a lot about what's coming around the bend, not only for consumers, but certainly for you all who are going to be graduating and going to be going out in the field of broadcast. There's more options today than there ever were before. And so since I've got Ryan here, I want Ryan to kind of break down convergence a little bit, talk a little bit about the company that he works for, even talk a little bit about some of the clients that you have and what their application is for your products, okay?
Okay, so basically our company is a supplier of conditional access systems. These are basically the system that is used to scramble TV signals, and the smart card that is used to access the TV signals if you get pay TV. So if you live in the US, you've got pay TV operators like EchoStar, DirecTV. When you pay them, you get access to the package, and we protect that content in the sense that we ensure that the person who has paid for it gets access to it. Now, in the term of what John was asking me to explain a little bit why we have convergence on our booth there is because basically we've got a lot of customers. So traditionally our customers are big TV pay broadcasters like an EchoStar, ExpressView in Europe. We've got a lot of different satellite cable operators. These are the guys who normally provide the TV services. Now we find that they also want to provide services on the web. So you can go to Dish Online, for example, and you can see the Dish services on the web. So in parallel to the fact that they're broadcasting on the satellite, you can also access their services on the web.
Are they being pressured to really, kind of get into other forms of media streaming, if you will, beyond broadcast, beyond cable? Is there a lot of pressure on these broadcast companies to say, hey, diversify the way that their message is getting out?
Yeah, I would say the market is definitely going in that direction. I don't know if it's pressure on them, but they certainly feel that they can establish a presence in other delivery systems. So they have a very big presence on satellite. They can establish if they and they have a good brand, so they can establish that on the net, on mobile. You can get in the UK. There's Sky TV. You can get it on the mobile. So there's different outlets, if you like, to the users, and there's more and more different outlets. So often, I would say in the past there was the major part of subscribers accessed it through their home TV service. Now, different people, there's different ways and new ways to access content, and basically people have 24 hours in a day, so that time that they spend not watching TV, they probably spend on the net or they spend watching their mobile phone. So if an operator wants to get his content viewed by these people, he wants to get it on as many different methods, delivery media as possible.
So at Nagra Vision, what does convergence include to you? I've seen IPTV, I've seen video on demand, I've seen a lot of different things, but at your company, what does that really mean in terms of what's included in that
Yeah.
world?
I mean, what it means is allowing a person who wants to distribute content to do it over whatever mechanism he decides he wants to do it. He can do it on cable, he can do it on satellite, he might want to do it on a telco, over a DSL network, he might want to do it on a mobile network. And we provide tools to allow them to do that and to secure the secure delivery of the content on all these different delivery platforms.
Okay, how many say vendors do you have to work with? Do you all provide the entire solution, or do you kind of have partners that you work with around the country, around the world?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we work with a lot of the other vendors that are here. For example, in the set-top box space, we've got over 100, 150 different set-top box manufacturers that integrate our technology. In the mobile space, we work with all the handset manufacturers. You have to. I mean, we have an open standard solution. So, we interoperate with different set-top box manufacturers, handset manufacturers, head-end equipment, encoders. All this sort of equipment is not provided by us. It's provided by partners in the space. So, things change depending on how you deliver the content. A lot of the elements remain the same. You can see a mobile phone is not a lot different from the set-top box that you have in front of you. Obviously, there's a lot of aspects related to sizing of the content, for example. You're not going to provide the same content on mobile. You want to edit it. You may use a slightly different machine to do that, but at the end of the day, we'll integrate our security solution with whatever equipment is necessary. So
So tell me then, as far as your company, so are you all kind of in the middle of the process, kind of, you know, taking the broadcaster that wants to go into multiple directions as far as convergence is concerned? Are you all kind of in the middle, helping that client distribute in those different directions?
exactly. I mean, we are on the back end side. For example, we provide content management tools to allow you to manage the content and distribute it on satellite. But with the same content can be repurposed and distributed on mobile. So all this content is handled centrally. It effectively ends up in a big database, and you need to manage that. Obviously, you don't want to have completely. If you've got a movie that you're distributing on satellite and you want to distribute it on mobile, you don't want to have two different databases with the information in it. You want to have a central delivery platform. So that's the sort of stuff that we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all are located where?
Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
Yeah.
You have clients in the United States?
EchoStar, the Dish Network is our biggest client in the US. In Canada, we work with Bell ExpressView on the satellite platform as well. In Europe, there's big satellite and cable operators such as Premiere in Germany, Canal Plus, you maybe heard in France, Digital Plus in Spain, Mediaset in Italy, and a lot of big broadcast operators in Asia. We have a very big operator called Astro in Malaysia. So, you know, people who have significant subscribers, a number of subscribers.
Do you have to be an engineer to work for your company?
No, you don't. There is a lot of engineers working there. You know, it's quite a technical product that we have. At the same time, in the convergence space, it's true that there's a lot more elements that are necessary. You know, the back end systems to repurpose content are very important. More so, you know, in the traditional broadcast space, the format is quite clear. There are standards for it. In the internet space, for example, this is a lot less clear. You've got people streaming with flash players. You've got new sorts of technology. You've got Adobe and Microsoft bringing out new stuff. So you know you need people who understand all this stuff. The skill set is definitely changing a little bit from the broadcast industry. You need people who know how web technologies work. You know, we get browsers now being used to access content on a set-top box. Yeah, you've got browsers on PDAs. So all that sort of new web technology is definitely coming into the space as well. So.
Okay. Can you give us your website address so they might be able to browse it?
It's www.nagra.com, Nagora, and this is mainly I don't know how much level of detail you'll find on that website, but you can have a look at it and see
I
what you
think
think.
most of them just want to know,